いかん。やめろ！オーバーロードだ！体が持たないぞ！
Hi, we'll talk about anime again. I'm doing that lately. I just saw some list. It was called like 10 anime you need to be a genius to understand. And number 1 and 2 on that list, Paranoia Agent, Serial Experiments Lane. Yeah, I agree with those. You know what I don't agree with? The fact that Generator Gawl was not on that list. Generator effing Gawl, bro. It's, how can I put this? Combine Evangelion with the Guyver, and you get Generator Gawl. Slaps, bro. Animation quality, maybe it's not that great. It doesn't look bad, but it's not like the best anime you're ever going to see in your life. I think the animation budget was probably like $50,000 or something, and I think they did pretty good with what they had. But dude, the story, oh my gosh, I honestly think that Generator Gawl is the best time travel story ever. I think it's way better than Back to the Future, man. Because, like, check this out. Instead of, like, divergent multiverses as a result of time paradoxes, Generator Gawl I guess it kind of postulates the idea of a recurrent time loop. And the characters are kind of stuck in it until they do it right. Like, I don't want to spoil it in case you decide to watch it, but I'm just going to say, when you find out who that one character actually is, it's like, oh, so that's what's actually been happening this whole time. We, as a viewer, we see, like, what we think is their first jump. It's not. They have already tried to do this before and failed. And they recreated the bad future, which caused a new version of them to jump back again. But because they've already jumped to that one point in time, it doesn't work. And so when the show starts, the point they jump to is not the point they're expecting. And there's a reason for that. It's like, oh, well, we were supposed to come to this one point. I wonder why we didn't. Because you already did before. Dude. That aspect of it is lit. It is super good. I mean, I could talk about all kinds of stuff, like the school festival episode, where you have the students in that one symposium and that one chick from the future who's trying to stabilize and make sure the future she comes from does get created. And she's trying to tell everyone in the school, like, look, in terms of evolution and survival and genetics and all this other stuff, The only thing that matters is strength. Love is unnecessary for survival. And one of the dudes, the cool, calm, collected dude in the ponytail who never raises his voice, he stands up in the middle of the symposium and completely denounces this chick because he knows who she is and what she's trying to create. And he's just telling everyone, no, you don't understand. You think love is unnecessary because it's everywhere and you don't understand what it's actually doing for society. I know what happens when it's gone. But he can't tell everyone that he comes from the world where love doesn't exist anymore, where it's just science and strength. And that's the future that they're all trying to stop from happening. Excuse me. I should be smoking in a tent full of allergies and pollen and all this crap, but here I am. Now, I love all that, especially because at the same time he is trying to tell everyone, no, strength isn't the answer. It's love and compassion, mercy, kindness and sympathy. These are the things that are actually holding mankind together. If you replace all of that with science, then there's nothing left. Man just becomes another cog in the machine that covers the planet. And while he's talking about all that, Gawl is in the sewer system fighting another generator. And generators don't talk. All they can do is yell, scream, growl, and bleed. That's all they exist for. So while his homie is trying to be like, no, violence is not the answer, he's got his homie fighting one of these other monsters from the future in the sewers and just having a brutal, bloody, horrible, nasty, disgusting, awesome fight. Like, Gawl is getting completely torn up. Like, he's just blood all over his face and in his generator form. Getting his limbs all torn and shredded up. Until he's finally just had enough of this son of a bitch. Jumps on him, tackles him to the ground, shoving his head under the river of sewage and making it drown and suffocate in a bunch of feces and urine and garbage. And then, after he's shoving his frickin', stiletto-heeled boot into his chest, grabbing at the wrist and just pulling, and just keep going until these arms aren't connected to your sockets anymore, until the refuse seeps into the wounds of your shoulders and gives you sepsis. That alone would kill you if you didn't suffocate and drown. But no, you're not dying fast enough for me. I'm going to shove my armored gauntlet straight through your chest. I'm going to rip your crystallized heart out of your chest and crush it in my hand right in front of you. The last thing you ever see will be your heart shattering in my palm. While his homie is upstairs speaking out against that. It's because they know where they're from and where these creatures are from. There is no more communication possible. Words mean nothing to generators when they're in that state. The only thing they understand is violence, brutality, and strength. It's so paradoxical in the lessons that it's trying to impart. It really makes you think, honestly, I feel, about what really matters, what's really important. And while love and compassion and sympathy are the most important things, the world, the way it is now, we don't live in a utopia. We don't live in a paradise. And unfortunately, as things are currently, violence is still necessary for the time being, because we're not at that perfect future yet. Damn, that show's real good, man. I'm a little goosebumpy right now. I don't know if it's actually showing up on the camera. You can see that. I'm goosebumping just thinking about it. It's good, bro. It's effing good. And I just want to say, excuse me. Sheesh. Hang on. Had to hack one up. You don't want to hear that. I just want to say, the second to last episode of Generator Gawl, Rage, is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life, hands down. Because honestly, I love in any kind of story those moments when a character has effing had it. And nothing is going to stop them from what they're about to do. When Gawl finally has had enough and he's about to end this crap, dude, ooh, that is one of the best moments in any anime ever, in my opinion. That is so lit, bro. Anyway, I won't spoil it for you. It's only 13 episodes, and I think you should watch it. It's good. But that's what I got for you. God bless. Have a good one. Later.